Now, Danae, welcome to the show. Welcome to Physical Education with Danae. Now, today I'd love to talk about physical education and the way it's affected you personally. So first off, can we talk about your personal experiences with physical education?
Oh, I've got many personal experiences. I've always participated in sports and activities growing up. I've got a history of family playing sports. Dad used to play a bit of squash, Mum plays a bit of tennis and goes for walks, and all my siblings play some sport too.
Great, that's great.
Yeah.
So which ones have you participated in personally throughout your life?
Oh, when I was growing up, I often did ballet and contemporary dancing. I also played and umpired and coached netball for quite a few years, and also played a bit of basketball for some years too.
Great, all-rounder then.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Now, why do you think you chose those ones in particular?
Oh, well, Mum and Dad asked me to do a sport when I was growing up, so I had a choice, and at the time I believed that the people around me were mostly doing those particular things, so I chose that. My friends at school were doing netball and dance, so I chose to do netball and dance too.
Great, excellent. Do you do any physical activity currently?
I go to the gym at the moment, yeah. That's about all at this point in my life, yeah.
Perfect. So what's your opinion on sport?
I like sport. I think that we've all got bones and muscles that need to be used on a constant basis, and I believe that it's good for coordination, skills, group work, teamwork, that sort of thing. I think it's not just an exercise thing, but it also is multiple uses to it.
Excellent, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you think this opinion would affect the way that you would teach the subject physical education in a primary school setting?
Oh, I think that I'd be a lot more enthusiastic about it. I have an appreciation for kids and children being able to have physical education. Often people forget that their child is watching television all day long and needs some physical education for the exercise side of things, the enjoyment. Children enjoy exercising when you put them in a sport or a group thing. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, great. Now we're just going to cut to an ad break and we'll be back shortly.
Give a little squeeze, huh?
Now, welcome back. It's quite an ad break, that was.
Yes.
Now, we're going to look at what you believe the ideal physical education teacher would be. So let's straight up look at what you think that they would look like. What kind of things do you think that an ideal PE teacher would wear?
I brought some things today to show you.
Excellent.
Specifically to show you.
Great,
So,
great.
I got some
organisation.
They're not for now. They might be for later. Just excuse that. Don't worry, guys.
Beautiful.
Actually, I got
Not
some
for PE.
some shoes, some sneakers.
Right. Sneakers.
PE teachers definitely wear sneakers.
Right.
You
why
can't
is
go
that?
running in flip flops. Doesn't work so well. Probably break your feet.
True.
So shoes is important.
Excellent.
Sunglasses. That's always a must. PE teachers always wear their sunglasses.
Nice. Stylish too.
Got to look after your eyes from the sun.
That's right.
They wear a hat because hats are also important to. This one doesn't do much covering for the sun. More of a look base.
Looks good.
But it looks nice. They'll also wear loose clothing, and often the women will wear a sports bra, not just a normal bra, so that the kids don't get a little bit scared at any time.
Hold it all in there.
That's right.
Yep.
Trackies during the winter, which makes other teachers so jealous. They get to wear trackies all the time.
Right.
Other teachers don't as much get to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll often wear a whistle. They'll have a whistle to whistle at the kids during a game to pause or stop game to get the kids' attention.
Right.
Yeah. Hair tie. They're important too.
Always
Gotta have
need
the
a hair
ponytail.
tie.
Gotta have the ponytail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, that's great. So now we've talked about their appearance. How about their attitude? How do you think that they would interact with other people?
Oh, well, PE teachers are very interactive. They're the people that are normally the life of the party in the staff room. They talk to everybody and get everyone doing their star jumps during their lunchtime to make sure they're exercising.
Excellent. Work with those cheeseburgers.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Take in the bigger picture of everything. They look at what the best physical education is, how to do it, how to achieve the best results out of everything. So if it's something to do with coordination, how how are they going to be able to teach a child how to catch a ball better?
Yes.
If it's something to do with groups, what team game can they play so that children can work better as a group? Like what's written in Becoming a Physical Education Teacher by Richard Tinning, he talks about the bigger picture and how physical education teachers have to look at lots of things and not just, let's go play a game of sport today. They've got to consider all the different areas at the
Zone it
same
in.
time. Yeah.
Yes, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Right, great. Now that we've looked at that, so what kind of skills do you think that this individual would hold?
A PE teacher would often be sporty as a person. They would ride to school instead of drive. They would much rather walk places instead of sit down and do nothing. They often they develop their skills all the time. So how to execute instructions, professional role development. As Daryl Seidentop explains in Developing Teaching Skills in Physical Education. John Hellenson talks about in Teaching Responsibility through Physical Education how you can shape your personal and social responsibility. They're constantly developing skills, as is any teacher, I believe. I think that group and teamwork are a part of the skills that are constantly developed as any teacher, but especially as a PE teacher, to get children to want to participate in the activities they're trying to teach and allow children to understand why they're learning the sports and games and dances that they're learning.
Great, great. So these activities that you've mentioned, so do you want to give us a couple of examples of what you believe a good PE teacher would be teaching? What kind of activity would assist the children?
So I think things, if you say a skill that a group of children need to work on is hand-eye coordination. So catching balls, practicing dribbling balls, catching balls, shooting into hoops. If you do dance, then they've got balance. Gymnastics, walking along a plank if it's just a early childhood sort of childcare age group, as well as dancing, so trying to step 1, 2 without falling over, as well as teamwork. If it's a teamwork thing that you're basing your lesson on, then it would be a team sport. For example, football, so one team against another, so they have to work together to get the goal because one kid can't run from one end to the other all by himself all the time.
Great, great,
Yeah.
That's great. So we've looked at 2 aspects now. We're going to take a short break just before we look at the third.
Welcome back to my show.
It's actually my show.
Oh.
Yes, no, I'm the one asking the questions. So this section we're going to talk about your beliefs of the importance of physical education in a primary school.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it was quite a question I had to do up for that one. So is there anything that you value the most about the subject?
I value the fact that it's definitely a layered subject, that children can learn balance and coordination and team building and skills, all in amongst children not realising they're having so much fun.
Great. And is there anything you don't value about the subject at all?
Not so much about the subject in itself. I don't value the way some teachers teach certain physical education subjects.
For example?
For example, some teachers will just send them out for a run around the school once, or just not even plan anything and go, what do we want to play today, guys? Yeah. I don't respect that as a person.
Not using their time.
That's
properly.
right.
Great. All right, and if you were to compare yourself to this previous PE teacher, the ideal one that we spoke about just before the ad break, how do you match up to that?
I don't think there is a perfect ideal PE teacher as such. I believe that I'm not going to match up to that. I'm not skinny, and if you asked a child what their PE teacher looks like, they often wear no makeup, skinny, ponytail. I would prefer to wear my makeup, and I'm not a tiny person, but I think that I would still be a good PE teacher.
Do you think that you would have those communicative attributes that are required that we spoke about?
Yes, I believe I could always be skill building at the same time. Yes.
Great, excellent. What do you see as key pieces of knowledge required for a physical education teacher to have before they take a primary school class?
Oh, I definitely think a sound knowledge of the syllabus and a sound knowledge of the subject as a whole, a sound knowledge of what is available to teach. So, books on what sports there are and how to play them, and what games there are and how to play them, and what dances there are and how to teach them. I think knowing the basis, you can't just go into a class and teach it if you know nothing about it.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming on the show. We've learned so
welcome.
much about you and physical education.
Thanks.
It was brilliant. All right. We'll get some snacks later.
Oh, well, enjoy your day.